How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. I know I don't get a ton of views on my Rainbow Six content, but I don't care. I still want to continue with Rainbow. Those of you who don't know, I always came from a first-person shooter background. A lot of Call of Duty, Siege, and the old Rainbow games. But regardless of that, we'll go ahead and get into this. Before I was able to even, actually start recording stuff, I used to be in the top 200 for Search and Destroy in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and then I was in the top 500 for Black Ops 2. So I've always enjoyed these kind of games, and I've been plat a couple times here, but I don't have a team to run with anymore, so it's all solo queue. So these are my top 10 ops in terms of who I would go basically whenever, whether I'm solo queue or not. They're just my favorite operators to play. They're a comfort pick, right? I'm going to go through the top 10 comfort picks for me personally. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to write on, but my first comfort pick I like to go to is Ace. The reason being, he has the AK-12. He can just throw his gadget at the wall, which is, it's better than running up to it with thermite. Black ice has a little bit of something to do with it. I like, having the black ice. Shotgun's basically useless. The pistol's okay. He also has breaching charges, which are really nice. And if you ever have a bandit tricking, you can always get through if you throw it on one on each wall. At least you'll get one of them to blow up. So if I know someone's bandit tricking, you aim, bandit level. That way you can try to kill them on the other side before you breach. My next comfort pick is Sophia. I love her gun and her utility. In my opinion, she's easily a top tier character. She's so good. So her primary has almost no recoil, even if you run vertical. Let's see. Vertical makes it just no recoil at all. You barely have to control it. And then the angled, you have to control a little bit, but it's definitely better with the aim down sight. She also has a 2x scope similar to Ace, which I love having the scope, obviously. Not like Ash where you just run in and you have the hollow, although Ash's gun's pretty damn good. She also has breaching charges, which is very good. And the reason you run breaching charges over the Claymore, in my opinion, is because she has the same type of thing as Ash, where you can fire her... I was really hoping it would tell me here. You can fire her explosive, like the grenade launcher that you got there, and it'll blow a hole in the wall, or you could use it to destroy bulletproof items, barbed wire, all that kind of stuff. So it's extremely useful, and if you swap over, you can then have concussions, which are proximity based. So if you fire one into a room and it goes off immediately, you have a pretty good idea where the guy is, so you can turn the corner pre-firing. If you're ever concerned, maybe there's someone in this room, you can fire one right down the, down the line of the room, and if it goes off, someone's in there. If it lands inside, it just waits there for a little bit and then goes off, there's no one in there. At least you can be mostly sure when you're going through. So you can kind of roam clear yourself to a certain extent, which I find her to be very, very good with. And her pistol has a red dot scope on it, which is very, very nice as well. It's Ella's pistol. Very good, very good. So that is my second pick. My third comfort pick has always been Buck. I love his gun. Even when it used to have a lot of recoil, I mastered it, and I absolutely loved it. The shotgun obviously allows you to play vertically from down below. You can blow up the floor above you. You can blow hatches. I mean, obviously it's a soft wall destroyer. It's a shotgun. His recoil has been, really good now. It has a good fire rate. I wouldn't recommend the FAL. It's just super long for no reason. Obviously, it's okay. My friend loves it, but I'm not the biggest fan. And depending on the site, who we're bringing, all that kind of stuff, you can run stuns or you can run a hard breacher. I was running a hard breacher last time because we had Habana as our only breacher, and I'm glad that I did. They just shot pellets across the wall to see in, but no one was able to get in. So I ended up having to use the hard breacher to actually get into the base. So that's my third favorite, and that is why. Now, fourth favorite is Sledge. It's basically the same reasons, except you play above, not below, because he's got the hammer. Although, one thing I will say is his fucking gun, dude. This fucking thing has the 2.5, no recoil at all. It hits good. It shoots at a decent fire rate. And if that's not enough, your backup over here, the SMG-11, I mean, it's the SMG-11. It's very good so long as you can control it. Super strong. And he also has frags, so if you blow up, if you break the floor above, you find someone, they don't notice you, or maybe you find a mirror or something, you have a good idea where they are, toss it down, blow them up. Well, at least that's the idea. Or you can break bulletproof items such as maestros and stuff like that. But it's very strong to break the ceiling right above a mirror. It basically scares the shit out of them into not, coming down or going underneath their mirror. Fifth, we'll do some honorable mentions in a little bit, but my fifth favorite, if I had to choose, is Nomad. She's just really good in terms of getting into the zone and defending herself, especially with all of the air jabs you can put behind you. It's obviously a mix-up with what gun you want to use. As far as the two weapons, the ARX is technically better, but this one has 40 rounds. They don't change a whole lot other than fire rate. So ARX is, for the most part, better, but I love the AK. It has no recoil. It has no issues. It feels right, so that's what I use personally. And you can do the 2x scope or the 1.5. Secondary, she has the scoped 44 Magnum, or you can just run a normal pistol. This does have quite a bit of recoil, but if you are kind of pump, tap fire, it's not too bad. Again, this is a stun versus breach thing. In my opinion, breach charges end up being extremely useful if no one else on your team, like if you're not bringing an Ash or a Sophia, at that point, if you want to breach a soft wall and you don't have Sledge, you don't have Buck or anything, you may as well bring breach charges. Otherwise, just run with the stuns. It just depends on what you want to use at the end of the day. And obviously, this is on console. On PC, I have these operators as well, and I use the same ones. They're all my comfort pick. So, just so you guys know. So how about we do 5 attackers, 5 defenders? So we did the 5 attackers. Now defense. So my number one comfort pick shouldn't be who it is, but it is. It's Rook for my number one comfort pick on defense. I just love the 2X. That's basically it. I just play him for the 2x scope on the MP5. It just lets me plink heads pretty easily, no recoil. So that's the main reason I run Rook. Second favorite in terms of who I would run normally is I'd probably say Maestro if I'm playing in a team that needs something to be going on or help. So we'll go with Maestro as my second favorite pick, and that's obviously, as you guys know, his gun is insane. He's got the shotgun pistol, he's got impacts and barb, and the evil eyes. Not a whole lot not to play. My third one, I love Vigil. I play the shit out of Vigil. He's one of my go-to operators if I'm playing with a team. As you can see, last time I played with all of them, they made me run no attachments. So let's toss those back on before I completely forget, because I forgot they were off. But I also have tried mastering the SMG-12 for a long, long time. Unfortunately, he's very greedy. He doesn't really bring a whole lot to the team, so sometimes it's very dependent on if you should or should not use him. So that's 3. Number 4, I'd probably say Kaid. I as a wall denier, he's amazing. As a hatch denier, he's amazing. If you know some of the Kaid tricks and where to hide them, super good, super strong. And number 5, I'm going to go with Valkyrie. If you watch any of Coconut Bros videos, you know a ton of spots to throw them and a ton of good placements. So doing runouts and stuff like that, or just gathering basic intel, some of my favorite stuff to do. Based on how this video does, let me know if you guys would like to see my least favorite operators, 5 for each. If I can find 5 for each, I'll try my best. Now, a couple honorable mentions that I wanted to say here at the end. Blackbeard, I used to play a lot because, you know, console, they can't headshot you. Blackbeard's insane. He was very insane. Maverick, I've always enjoyed playing because once you learn how to Maverick trick, you can kind of just get in and out. And Hibana is my other one where I think she's going to end up taking over Ash's place with Ash's nerf, personally. And then for defense, if I had to pick, I play Mira, but only on certain sites where, you know, she'd end up being useful. So she's a little harder to say when or where I would play her. Wamai is another one that I very much enjoy. And once I get used to Jaeger's new recoil, I'll probably put him back on the list of characters I pick. But that's it, guys. If you'd like to see the characters I hate to play, let me know. Also, Clash isn't an honorable mention. I don't know why, but I always do. I always do well with her if I can just annoy people into bringing them to me. But she's more of a meme pick. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you'd like to see any more down below, or if you'd like me to use a particular operator in a future video. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.